a new video from me. Today I would like to talk to you about tribes, about feminine tribes, and about trust. Trust is something that probably we all lack nowadays. We hardly trust each other. We don't trust our governments, and probably sometimes don't trust our neighbors, because nowadays we are invited by our governments to report on them if we see something that does not comply with government rules and regulations. So trust is something that erodes day after day. And yet I want to talk to you about trust, and I want to talk to you about trust between women who have never seen each other, and in spite of that they managed to do a wonderful project together. My message for you is that we still need to trust each other, and that when we trust, magic happens and beautiful projects can be inspired and can be created. And the world can be a much better place when we trust each other. So the project I want to talk to you about, it's something called Awakening to Your Divine Self, an Oracle deck cards. It is this one. This is a project I've been involved with 7 years ago. So 7 years ago, 39 women from all over the world joined each other, led by a wonderful human being called Chesrow. Jill actually is the one who has been who received a calling, if you understand what I mean. So she really got a message from somewhere, from the divine, inviting her to put out a call for other women to join her in this project of creating an oracle deck cards. The group of women that she invited her to join on this quite extraordinary journey were women from a group, an online art group under the sort of leadership of Connie Solera. So she's actually my first ever teacher online, that I took a course online, and that group that she invited around her and got around her was absolutely extraordinary. I have never felt the same connection ever with any other groups, although they are lovely and everything, but this was something unique, this was something special. And probably this set of Oracle deck cards, it's a proof that it was really amazing. That it was more than just a group, it was something that actually the divine had a little bit of an intervention there. So what Jill did was to have a vision of women gathering together and creating together a project of Oracle deck cards, of feel-good cards. So her calling was for us, for women from that group, which were much more than 39, to see who joins her and who would like to be part of this project. I said yes, and some months later we've created this deck of cards. And there are 44 cards in the deck, and the calling was for each one of us to paint intuitively a painting and to listen to the message that was coming together with this painting. So it was in a particular time of the day. We tried as much as possible to paint in that day, and what the result is this set of cards with published 3,000 in two, actually twice we've published these deck cards. We each had a number of decks to sell. I had 90, and I sold them all. And I have to say that the feedback from the women was extraordinary. And not only that feedback, that the cards are very inspirational. I'm going to show you a few, but the message, our message, was quite amazing. That 39 women trusted each other to commit to paint this painting, to write a message for each card, to pay the money that we all had to the printing house via Jill Chesrow, who took an amazing leap of faith with all of us. So she really trusted the divine, that she will be protected, and that nobody is going to betray her, and nobody did. And as I said, we all contributed to this probably to this incredible project. And I have to say that from all that I know, this was the first project that of this kind which happened online, based on women who got together. After that, I know there were many others, and it's very good that it happened. It just proves that good ideas deserve to be repeated in many other ways. And I'm very, very glad for that, and I'm very glad that we were some of the first ones. So I'm going to just read you what Jill said. She said that, called by a soul-inspired idea, we gathered together as fearless sisters. So this is how we are called. You can find us still on Facebook. To create a soul-filled set of cards and messages to nurture, support, guide, and inspire you to reconnect with your fearless soul. This is your time now to awaken to your divine self. So a beautiful message. So the set of cards has a little booklet. Each card has a message that each artist wrote about. And they are all intuitive paintings. All intuitive paint. This was Eclipsed Moon. Tree of Life. Unfolding. Imagine. Incubate. Integration. Waiting. You are enough. Power. The mystery. Phoenix rising. Restore. Sacred spiral. Release. Catching fire. And so it goes, and so it goes. They are all really, really unique, because remember, there are 39 artists who painted. There are different styles, different energies, but what I can tell you is that these cards really have been created with love, and you can feel that. All of my customers and all over the world, the feedback was extraordinary. And I just want to remind you that trust was at the base of this project. And trust is what is going to make us all create more projects like this, but in a different way. So without trust, nothing happens. And I know we've all been betrayed in our lives. We've all had a lot of challenges. And maybe we feel a bit burned down, we feel disappointed, we feel betrayed, and we tend to hide in a shell. My invitation for you is to give people a chance and give yourself a chance to create something magical. Be open. That's the most important thing, to be open. And remember what we did. 39 women followed Jill Chesrow, a beautiful spiritual teacher from Canada. So we followed her calling, and it led us to a wonderful project. It led us to having a community which supported each other, and we are still in touch. And this is extraordinary. So 7 years later, we are still in touch, and we still follow each other. Maybe not, some of us not very, very close, because life pushes us in all directions, but this circle that we've created, this tribe, as I call it, it is there, and nobody can break it. It's an invisible thread that still connects all of us. So again, my invitation for you is to trust, to believe that beauty and camaraderie is still there, that hope is still there. Without hope, nothing happens. So as I said, we've all been bruised and battled. We've had many battles in our lives. This year has been more challenging than ever. I know that. And yet I think that the message is we need to be more united, and we need to really stand up for what we believe in, because that's key. That's all from me. Bye for now.